South Carolina, weighing 135 pounds, Kandi Malloy. From Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing 143 pounds, Leilani Kai.
Kandi Malloy opposes Leilani Kai, a special attraction on Wrestling at the Chase. Arm drag by Kandi Malloy, and Leilani Kai is thrown clear across the ring. There she goes again. Compliments of Kandi Malloy. And Leilani Kai retreats to the corner. Leilani Kai very cautious as she leaves that corner. Leilani and Judy Martin, of course, claim the World Girls Tag Team Championship, a very capable duel, and of course both are quite capable too in individual competition. Kandi Malloy, youngster who's coming very quickly. She comes up with a hammerlock on Leilani Kai, and Leilani screamed out and heads for the exit. Clean break by Kandi Malloy. Leilani Kai and Kandi Malloy circle, tie up. Leilani with an arm twist and arm bar combination now bends on the wrist of Kandi Malloy. Leilani twisting that arm of Kandi Malloy. Leilani flips Kandi Malloy, sits down over that arm, and bends forward on the wrist. And we get word just now from promoter Sam Munting as Leilani Kai try to take a bite out of the fingers of Kandi Malloy. Joe Tangaro warning her again. Leilani takes a bite on the finger while Tangaro's watching the shoulders of Kandi Malloy. Let's try again. Promoter Sam Munting has sent word that he has signed Leilani Kai, who's getting bitter herself right now. Oh, Leilani Kai started the biting, but Kandi Malloy certainly ended it. If you want to describe it, Mick, go right ahead.
Well, she didn't hit her on her keister, I'll tell you that.
Leilani Kai complaining bitterly, and even Joe Tangaro has to smile at the way Kandi Malloy took matters into her own hands, so to speak.
The fabulous Moolah would say her keister when they...
That's Cora Kolb now. Let's get together on this. That's Cora Kolb with the keister bump. Arm stretched by Kandi Malloy and Leilani Kai. We're going to try it again. Next weekend, Leilani Kai in that ring right now has been signed to join Judy Martin for the World Girls Tag Team Champions in action here on Wrestling at the Chase. So a girls tag match next weekend, and the World Girls Tag Team Champs will be here, Leilani Kai and Judy Martin. Boy, don't miss that. Late Saturday night, Sunday morning, 11 a.m., Wrestling at the Chase. Excitement every weekend. And a lot of that excitement next weekend will undoubtedly be generated by that girls tag match. The World Girls Tag Champs in action here on Wrestling at the Chase. Leilani Kai trying to come to her feet while trapped in the arm stretch of Kandi Malloy. Look at Malloy trying to throw her off balance. Manages to do it and bounces Leilani Kai back to the mat. Leilani's arm being stretched, but you can see how Kandi Malloy is also bending that wrist forward and putting pressure into the wrist and hand. Now how about that Dick Murdoch? I don't know. He says he can control King Kong Brody. Now, Brody's a little wild and a little crazy sometimes, no question about that. But I don't know how Brody's going to respond to somebody like Dick Murdoch sitting down and saying, now, look, this is our strategy. This is what you're going to do. This is how I want it. I don't think he's going to like it either when he finds out that Murdoch called him 3 cents short of a nickel.
No, you bet your bottom dollar on that.
Leave him worth 2 cents. Well, Brody's a fantastic athlete, and I wonder if Murdoch isn't making a mistake. Try this, go in there as the boss of the team, and he's going to tell Brody to do this, and he's going to tell Brody to do that. Well, Brody wants to win, and I'm certain he's going to make every effort to have a smooth relationship with Dick Murdoch. But I don't know if I'd want to tell King Kong Brody what to do, even if I were Dick Murdoch.
If I was Dick Murdoch, I'll just tag King Kong Brody and say, your turn, you go in.
I'm sure they'll all be in there many times together, all 4.
And don't forget the Bruiser, Larry.
Oh, how can you forget the Bruiser? And don't forget that Wrestle Royal, a triple feature, a triple main event, virtually unheard of. Sam Muchnick's 35th year is off to a fantastic start. Leilani Kai strangling Kandi Malloy. She pulls Malloy down and begins strangling her again, and then a hard kick from Leilani Kai. goes Malloy over to those ropes. Forces Malloy's leg across that bottom rope and then uses her full weight, dropping it into the lower thigh, into the knee region, really. Oh, that's a good way to damage the ligaments in the knee.
5 minutes have elapsed, 10 minutes left.
I imagine Leilani Kai feels the need to redeem her team, possibly. Look out! Oh, Malloy pulled the leg away! Leilani's keister's having a rough day. Kandi Malloy on Leilani Kai, whips her across the ring and into the buckles. Malloy again whips. Oh, Leilani reversed that whip. She charges in and walks right into a drop kick from Kandi Malloy. Roll up cradle, this could be it, count of one. Leilani Kai barely avoids being pinned. Last weekend, her partner, Judy Martin, was pinned by Winona Littleheart, and I imagine Kai feels it's up to her to keep the team on a winning keel and to get back in the winning streak. But she has her hands full against Kandi Malloy. Kandi with a kick to the stomach there. Leilani Kai whipped to the ropes. Malloy started to throw an elbow. Kai managed to move away from it, and then Leilani Kai came back with a forearm smash that dropped Kandi Malloy. Leilani Kai pulling hair, and Tanguero wants that hold broken. Leilani twists the head, reaches behind her to grab the hair of Malloy. Tanguero taking no chances. Very sharp work by Joe Tanguero, forcing Leilani to break it up. Leilani with a knee to the back of Kandi Malloy. Leilani steps right on the throat of Kandi Malloy. You know, going back to that interview that Murdoch had, where he talked about the Wrestle Royal trying to cripple Andre and the Bruiser before they can get to the Royal. What's this? Look out. Giant splash. Oh, no one home. Nobody there. Malloy with a giant splash, and Leilani Kai rolled away.
Somebody drained the water out.
Oh, rough. Don't they know it's winter? They haven't filled that pool over there yet.
Not in the studios of KPLR. It's
No way.
Beautiful in here.
Oh, Leilani Kai missed a giant splash, but then so did Malloy. Malloy's head slammed into the top turnbuckle. Murdoch's idea, obviously, as we mentioned before, was to try and get Andre and the Bruiser out of that Royal by hurting them, by crippling them possibly. And that Wrestle Royal will be something. Oh, Malloy blocks the run to the corner, and Leilani Kai's head is slammed into the buckle. Remember, in a 16-man Wrestle Royal, all 16 in the ring at once as Malloy goes for a pin, gets a count of 2. All 16 entrants in the ring at once. A wrestler eliminated by being thrown over the top rope. The sole survivor, the last man left in the ring after 15 others have been tossed out, gets the victory and collects a very handsome purse, by the way. That's made up of a substantial entry fee from all the wrestlers involved, and of course that fee is matched by the St. Louis Wrestling Club. So it's an important victory to take a Wrestle Royal with the type of talent that will be involved in this one, and it's also pretty good financially. Somebody's going to have a big, big night. Maybe it'll be Andre the Giant. Maybe it'll be King Kong Brody. He's won one of those before. Maybe it'll be Jack Briscoe. Maybe it'll be one of the Von Erich boys. Maybe it'll be Pat O'Connor. Maybe it will be some dark horse. Remember that in a big Wrestle Royal several years ago, Omar Atlas won it. And of course, Atlas, while a fine wrestler, was not known as a main event star, a very good, capable, exciting wrestler, but he certainly was not the favorite in the Wrestle Royal that he won. Anything can happen in a Wrestle Royal. 16 in the ring at once. Body slam by Leilani Kai. Kandi Malloy throws off Kai. Side headlock, and down goes Kandi Malloy with Leilani Kai in command, thanks to the side headlock. Who do you pick in that Wrestle Royal, Mickey? Got any favorites? I guess Andre's a favorite in terms of size. He's the biggest man. He's going to be the hardest to throw over, but a lot of times you'll find 3, 4, 5 wrestlers gang up on him to try and get him out.
I would have to lean towards one of the Von Erich, David Von Erich, or Jack Briscoe.
You like one of the Von Erichs or Briscoe. You're picking guys who really might tie someone up in a hole while everybody else is getting bumped over the top rope. Maybe they'll be involved in a hole. You like the Pat O'Connor theory. That was Pat O'Connor's theory. It is Pat O'Connor's theory about a Wrestle Royal. Good thought. Good idea.
Well, I got it. The way I look at it is that they're all going to try to get the Giant out of it first, and so they got to have a little team there.
It's going to take more than one man to do it.
Oh, by all means. So I got to lean to Von Erich or Briscoe.
The Von Erichs or Briscoe, and of course, don't forget, if Kevin Von Erich and Jack Briscoe are in that Wrestle Royal, first, before that, they're going to meet for the Missouri State Championship. There might very well be a new Missouri State champion, or who knows what can happen when Kevin and Briscoe square off. There's bound to be some bad feelings, at least, or some competitive feelings there between those two. Anything can happen in a Royal.
10 minutes have passed, 5 minutes left.
Side headlock by Leilani Kai. Kick to the stomach by Leilani Kai to Kandi Malloy. Leilani Kai, like her partner, Judy Martin, a real rough customer. Murdoch would be proud of her. Body slam by Leilani Kai. Another hard kick from Leilani Kai. Malloy, who started very quickly, was in command at many points, seems to have run into some trouble here. Oh, a rib breaker, almost like a back breaker, except she dropped her stomach into it. Then the cradle by Leilani Kai, and there's the pin. Leilani Kai cradling Kandi Malloy after dropping Malloy's stomach and rib first onto her own knee. Leilani Kai, a victory. Leilani, of course, will be here next weekend on Wrestling at the Chase with her partner, Judy Martin, the World Girls Tag Team Champions. They'll be here next week. Leilani wins today. Here's Mick.
In 10 minutes and 43 seconds, the backbreaker, the winner, Leilani Kai.